Hello and welcome to this week's episode of our football game show, What's Your Goal? This show is centered around knowledge of both local and international football. As always, I'm your host, Deji Faremi. As always, we start off with our elimination show. Now, you'll recall that after last week's episode, we had two teams up for possible elimination, Adebayo of Platinum FC and Victor of V Square. Please step forward. Adebayo,
Sure.
how do you feel about being up for elimination again? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been.
I missed you. I didn't miss it. But how do you feel? How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel normal.
You feel normal. You are not scared.
I need to it's a competition. Someone has to win and someone has to get it.
I like that spirit. Victor, you are up again. Seen it in long time since you've been up. Yeah. Because it is very good. What happened last week?
Just a bad day in office.
It's a bad day. All right then. Who will go and who will stay? We'll find out after the short break. We'll be back. Welcome back. So we have two teams up for possible elimination on today's show. Adebayo of Platinum FC and Victor of V Square. But there's no flight crew. You know what that means?
Maybe.
Maybe both of you do.
Or maybe both of us stay.
What do you think? You can't be too sure.
Yeah, I can't be too sure.
What do you think?
Maybe we do the sudden death and someone has to go. Or two of us we have to stay.
Okay. Anyway, guys, let's cue the suspense and get straight to action. Both of you will be going. Of course, both of you will be staying on the show. Very obvious. Both of you remain on the show. Congratulations to both of you. You can go back to your stand. After today's elimination, we now have 5 teams remaining on the show. They are set to win whooping cash prizes. A prize also awaits the player who gives the most correct answers during the season. We call this the MVP or the Golden Cap Award. At the end of a season of 13 weeks, we now have just 5 weeks left, by the way. Winning club will emerge. We'll eliminate one club almost every week. At the end of today's show, the two teams with the lowest scores will be up for possible elimination. Remaining on What's Your Goal are Newton FC, Dynamite FC, Platinum FC, V Square, and Di Maria FC. We started with 10 teams, now 5 teams. The pressure is starting to build. Now each club has 2 members, one playing and the other in reserve. A club can replace their player if they feel he or she cannot answer the question. But just like in football, we have just 3 substitutions available for every match. So as always, you have to use those substitutions very wisely. We'll have a total of 4 rounds of questions on today's episode, 2 in the first half and 2 in the second half. The first half will be focused on the Flying Eagles of Nigeria. How much do you know your Flying Eagles? The under-20 national team of Nigeria. While the second half, we'll be looking at the to the English Premier League. So let's play. What's your goal? Ola, I'll start with you, Newton FC. It's nice to have you, not up for elimination.
Thank you.
So you're free. You had a free week. How did it feel?
I was able to focus.
Yeah.
Properly.
And you're probably laughing at both of them
No.
up for elimination. You have 10 questions from number 1 to 10, focused on the Flying Eagles of Nigeria, of course. So pick a question.
Question 3.
Nigeria are the most successful African nation at the Under-20 Cup of Nations. How many titles have the Flying Eagles won at that level?
7 titles.
Is that your goal, Ola?
That's my goal.
7 is the correct goal. Congratulations to you, Ola. Nigeria won it in 1983, 1985, 1987, 1989, 2005, 2011, and 2015. So moving on to you, Dynamite FC, your question.
Number 2.
Chinedu Obasi is Nigeria's all-time leading goal scorer at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. True or false?
False.
Okocha? No, Okocha is not the correct answer. Yeah. Just calling you. Is that your goal?
That's my goal.
I'd like to know, Okocha, just by the way, if you get to win the ultimate prize, what's your plan, or what are your plans? What are you using the money for?
Well, I will invest it into what I do.
What do you do?
I'm into business.
Into business. Okay, so investment. Makes sense, yeah, because you can make more money from that.
Yes.
Makes absolute sense. So false is your goal, Chinedu Obasi, according to you, is not Nigeria's all-time top scorer at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. And it's true. Congratulations to you, Okocha. Di Maria FC, your question.
Question number 6. Sorry.
Question 6.
Yeah.
Is question 6 your goal? Okay, question 6 for you, Di Maria FC. Rumor has it, that's not the question, of course, that the Gino has been carrying Di Maria FC. I just got it from the grapevine. Not me, not me.
Okay.
Is that true?
Well, it might be true, but
It's teamwork after all, you know. Don't be shy, it's just teamwork. You guys have worked together fine. Well, must give you credit. Question number 6 for you. Nigeria rallied back from a 4-0 deficit to beat Russia on penalties in what is popularly known as the Miracle of Daman in 1989. Who was the coach of that team? Was it A, Christian Chukwu? Was it B, Sunday Disu? Or C, Clemens Westhoff?
Sunday Disu.
Is that your goal?
That's my goal.
You sound confident about
Yeah.
that. I like confident answers. Tunde Disu was the coach of the Flying Eagles of Nigeria
1989.
in 1989. It's the correct goal. Congratulations to you. Victor, how are you?
Fine. Okay. Yes.
You're
fine.
sweating just a few minutes ago.
I'm fine now.
You're fine now. Your body is warm, loose, and very calm.
Yes.
Let's have your question.
Question number 1.
Question 1. I'd like to know, what's the relationship between yourself and Victor? That's not the question, of course.
Victor is my brother
He's a brother
from another mother.
from another mother.
Yeah.
So friends, basically.
Yeah.
Do you guys, how many years, how long has it been you've known each other?
Like 4 years now.
Like 4 years. Okay. It shows. I'll be honest, it shows right here. Your question, Nigeria failed to qualify for the 2017 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations after being eliminated by which country? Was it A, Burundi? Was it B, Egypt? Or C, Sudan?
Sudan.
Is Sudan your goal?
Yes, Sudan is my goal.
It's the correct goal as well. Congratulations to you. Platinum FC, your question.
Question 4.
Question 4. Golden boy of Nigerian football, Kelechi Iheanacho. Not quite sure if it's a golden boy, but you know, it doesn't matter. Kelechi Iheanacho featured at what edition of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup?
2015.
I'll give you another go at it. Just because you didn't look so confident, you looked a bit confused.
2015.
2015, Kelechi Iheanacho featured for Nigeria at the 2015 FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Is that your goal?
That's my goal.
It's the correct. Congratulations to you. All right, so for the second round, starting off with you, Dynamite FC. Pick a question.
Number 10.
Number 10. Flying Eagles captain, Musa Mohammed, emerged top goal scorer at the 2015 CAF Under-20 Nations Cup. How many goals did the defender score?
Scored 4 goals.
Are you
And
guys
all of
kidding?
them were penalties.
You guys are knowing too much. I'm worried. Of course, it's the correct goal. Congratulations to you, Okocha. You guys need to chill. You guys, chill. I need points too. I need points. All right, your question, Ola.
Number 8.
Number 8. Samson Siasia has coached Nigeria to how many FIFA Under-20 World Cup tournaments? A, 1, B, 2, and C, 3.
A.
1.
1.
Is that your goal, Ola?
That's my goal.
It would seem you're not so confident about this one.
Not too confident. But I'm very sure of 2005. I'm not sure if it's Ladan Boso 2007 or him.
I have good news. I always have good news. The good news is not for you, though. It's for the other 4 guys because it's the wrong answer. Sorry, 1 is not the correct goal. Platinum FC, you get a free kick chance.
Pass.
You pass. My prayers have been answered. Are you passing, Platinum FC? Is that your goal?
20.
You pass. All right, so Platinum FC will pass on that. They will chicken out of that, with all due respect to chickens. But the correct answer is 2. Samson Siasia has coached Nigeria to 2 FIFA World Cups. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I finally get on board. But Platinum FC, you still get a chance for your own question. Pick a
Question 7.
Question 7. Twice, Nigeria have finished as runners-up at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. The first was in Saudi Arabia, and the second was in
Netherlands.
Is that your goal? Netherlands.
That's my goal.
What year was that?
2005.
2005. Okay, so Nigeria faced who in the final?
To reach the final,
No, we faced who in the final?
Argentina.
So that was Netherlands.
Yeah.
Netherlands is your goal.
Yes, that's my goal.
It's the correct goal. Congratulations to you, Platinum FC. Visqua, your question.
Question 9.
Which player made the Super Eagles team to the 2010 FIFA World Cup a year after featuring at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Egypt?
No options.
No options.
I like to make it so.
All right, substitution for V Square. So as always, Victor replaces Victor for V Square. Victor, nice to have you again on the show. Just for good measure, I'd just like to know, what's the relationship between yourself and Victor?
He's more than a friend.
Because he said you are your
We've
friend.
been friends, but it's more than a friend.
It's more than a friend.
Yeah, it's more than a friend.
So you guys have been friends for how long?
4 years. Of
4
course.
years, okay. I just wanted to
Approximately,
confirm. Yeah. Just to check both sides. So your question, once again, which player made the Super Eagles team to the 2010 FIFA World Cup a year after featuring at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Egypt?
It's a tough question. Let me stick with Haruna Lukman.
Is that your goal?
Alright.
Haruna Lukman.
It's the only name that comes to my head.
Victor. Haruna Lukman is the correct answer. Congratulations to you. Di Maria FC. The final question for the first half. So question 5. Nigeria were bronze medal winners at the 2013 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations. Who was the team's top scorer at the tournament?
Is there option?
Nope.
Wow. Cannot as well.
All right, the Maya FC will make a substitution. Gino, rumor has it that you carried the Maria FC. like Messi carries Barcelona, you know. So do you carry the Maria FC?
Rumors are not always correct.
Okay, let's see if rumors are correct this time. So a question again for you. Nigeria were bronze medal winners at the 2013 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations. Who was the team's top goal scorer at the tournament?
Obina Nwofo.
Is that the name of a footballer?
That's my goal.
The Gino, Obina Nwofo is the wrong answer. And I don't think that's a footballer's name. Dynamite FC, you get a free kick opportunity.
The answer is Amin Umar.
Amin Umar, is that your goal?
That's my goal.
I feel like you really should have passed. Or maybe you shouldn't, because it's a correct goal. Congratulations to you. All right, so we've come to the end of the first half of today's show. When we return from this quick break, we'll be heading straight to the second half, where we'll be focusing on the English Premier League. It's What's Your Goal? And we'll be right back. Welcome back to the second half of today's episode of What's Your Goal? We'll be asking questions relating to the English Premier League in the second half. 2 rounds of questions for our contestants. I'll start off with you, Platinum FC. Pick a question from number 1 to 10.
Number 3.
Darren Moore of West Brom is the first Jamaican to manage in the Premier League. True or false? Substitution for Platinum FC. And there goes the final substitution on today's show. So Platinum FC using that one up. Double D, nice to have you back. I was going to ask Adebayo the relationship between the both of you, but he just ran off so quickly. Didn't even attempt the question. So what's the relationship between yourself and Adebayo?
Nothing much, to be honest.
So he found you on the road, picked you up, brought you on the show, or you found him?
No, there's one show we've been going for, so not been long with Mecha. Not been long.
Okay, so you guys are friends,
Yeah,
but you haven't been friends for long.
Not too long.
All right, the question for you, Double D. Darren Moore of West Brom is the first, or was the first Jamaican to manage in the Premier League. True or false?
Right now.
Double D, I need an answer.
False.
False. Is that your goal?
False. My goal.
And your goal is false, because it's the wrong answer. Sorry, Platinum FC. Visco, your question?
Number 2.
Who is the current captain of Everton? A, Wayne Rooney. B, Ashley Williams. C, Phil Jagielka.
Phil Jagielka.
Is that your goal?
Where is my goal?
That's your goal, Phil
Yeah,
Jagielka.
That's my goal.
It's the correct goal. Congratulations to you. Did Maria FC your question?
Number 6.
The home ground of Burnley is called what?
Sophomore.
Toughmore. Is that your goal?
That's my goal.
It's the correct goal. Congratulations to you. Toughmore, the home ground of Burnley, of course, in the English Premier League. Dynamite FC, your question?
Number 10.
Eden Hazard scored the first Premier League goal of Ancelotti's managerial era at Chelsea. True or false?
True.
So true is your goal.
True.
It's the correct answer. Congratulations to you. Ola, your question? False. Arsenal played their home games at what stadium before moving to the Emirates in 2006? The Hybrid. Is that your goal?
That is my goal.
It's the correct goal. Congratulations to you. So for the final round, I'm starting off with you, Di Maria FC. Your question.
Number 7.
Which Manchester United player scored the last goal of the Sir Alex Ferguson era in 2013? Was it A, Javier Hernandez? Was it B, Robin Van Persie? Or was it C, Wayne Rooney?
Should be Hernandez.
Javier Hernandez, Chicharito. Is that your goal?
That's my goal.
It's the correct goal. Congratulations to you. This quite a question.
Number 9.
Victor Moses, another Victor, has played non-stop in the Premier League since 2010. Who was the manager that handled him in his Premier League debut?
That should be a Wigan.
He played for Crystal Palace though. You remember?
I don't know it.
That's humbling. Free kick opportunity for you, Platinum FC.
Roberto Martinez.
Roberto Martinez, is that your goal?
That's my goal.
Roberto Martinez is the correct goal. Congratulations to you. Double G.
My question.
Oh, your question. Platinum FC, your question.
5.
Question 5. John Mikel Obi received his first Premier League red card in which stadium?
I think I should go with Old Trafford.
Old Trafford is your goal. John Mikel Obi received his first Premier League red card at Old Trafford. That is your goal.
Old Trafford.
I'm sorry, Double D, but Old Trafford is the wrong answer. Had to break that. New Dawn FC, free kick opportunity for you.
I'll let you pass.
So you're letting it pass, Ola. That's your goal. The correct answer is the Majeski Stadium. All right, your question, New Dawn FC.
I'll go with what?
Manchester City clinched a first ever Premier League title by beating QPR in which stadium in 2012?
Not first row. QPR Stadium.
Is that your goal?
I'm going with Loftus Road.
Loftus Road is your goal.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Ola. It's the wrong goal. Loftus Road, the wrong goal. Free kick opportunity for you, Dynamite FC.
It's the Etihad Stadium.
The Etihad Stadium. Is that your goal?
That's my goal.
Correct goal. Congratulations to you, Dynamite FC. So final question on today's show for you, Dynamite FC.
Number 8, the last
Yeah,
one.
question number 8. Mohamed Salah equaled the African record for the most goals scored in a Premier League season with his 29th goal against Crystal Palace. Who was the previous record holder?
It was Didier Drogba.
Didier Drogba. Is that your goal?
That's my goal.
It's the correct goal. Congratulations to you, Dynamite FC. All right then, so we've come to the end of today's questions, the first half and the second half. Who will go and who will stay? Which teams will be up for possible elimination? We'll find out after this quick break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've come to the end of today's episode of What's Your Goal? And from the scoreboard, you can see Dynamite FC topping the chart with 10 points. Very emphatic coming from Okocha. And his partner, Peters, who helped him by smiling ceaselessly. Thank you so much, Peters. I'm sure Okocha appreciates you as well. On the downside, we have Platinum FC and New Dawn FC. The two clubs with the lowest scores, and they will now be up for elimination, Platinum FC and New Dawn FC. For the home play question, the question and the instructions will be displayed on your screen shortly. Remember, 5 correct answers will win 20,000 Naira each. To get a chance to be a studio guest, you will also have to follow the texting instructions on your screen. So who will go and who will stay? Will it be Platinum FC or will it be New Dawn FC? Find out on the next episode of What's Your Goal next week, same time, same station. Thank you. Good night.